Today on Searching for History, we're out in the woods looking for a logging camp ghost town. I saw the logging camp on a circa 1940s historical topographic map, and today we're going to see if we can find it. So come along. I don't know how well you can see it in the camera, but this is an old grade that you can see on the circa 1940s topographic map. I think it was a railroad grade, because this camp was from the time of when they railroad logged the forests around here. So this grade, well, I believe it was a railroad grade originally, it did become an actual truck road or a logging truck road after that, and then was abandoned. So as you can see where Aaron's standing, that's where a culvert had crossed the grade and then has been removed and kind of filled in. So I'm pretty sure this was a railroad grade and then a logging road and then an abandoned road. You did it.
Well, don't sign me up for any long jump.
So Erin's been really struggling with these stream crossings. So we'll see how she does crossing this one. Just don't touch the nettles with your hands.
I'll be lucky if I don't fall face first into that.
Well, I can tell you right now, Erin, we would have never gotten in here if it wasn't for this old road. Because you see how brushy it is down by the stream?
Yeah. But we're still on the old grade.
Can't you see the feature of the grade?
Yeah.
Because basically you have the slope up there coming down, and then you can see where they've cut out a bench, and then the regular slope keeps going down to the stream. So there's a wedge of earth missing. You're keeping up.
Only on the flat part.
Ooh, I'm seeing a first indication we might be approaching the logging camp.
There's a bucket.
Yeah, old tin bucket. We're on the grade walking in. I want to show you guys that another reason why I think this is a railroad grade originally is what we have here is a through cut. So you have a slope coming down on this side, and then over here on the uphill side, it's also cut down to the grade. It's kind of a typical of railroads where a logging road would tend to go around the topography rather than doing really deep cuts, where a railroad doesn't have a choice because they have to keep a really shallow grade, and so they're forced to do cuts like this. I'm seeing more signs of human activity, features built by humans, and so like right over here, there's this contour. It's kind of just an artificial looking hole in the ground. I really don't know what that is. It doesn't look natural. And then, like right over there, it's like a strip of tin siding just laying on a tree.
I've been tasked with figuring out what that thing is right over there. Right there. And so now I'm going to go through this.
Yep, go figure out what that is over there, Erin.
I don't know how I'm going to do that. Apparently you just gotta go. Oh, there's so many spider webs. Oh, there's no ground. Okay. This looks like tin. Yeah,
Well,
this looks like tin. It feels like tin. Feels
Yeah.
like tin siding.
And how did it get up on that dead elderberry?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Was it on the ground and it grew up there?
It's possible. Yeah, as it grew, it pushed it up. Very possible.
Yeah, I think this plant pushed it up out of the ground.
You know, it almost looks like a gutter that's been squashed and flattened out.
Yep.
You know, like there was a gutter on a building, and then when this was harvested, a machine drove over it and squished it flat.
Yeah.
It's kind of what it looks like to me. Because of the
Yeah, the corrugation, the way it
the
is.
bends in it,
It's
I
not.
think I can imagine it folding up and being a gutter.
Yeah.
So far, evidence of this logging camp ghost town has been pretty sparse, but there's a little bit here. Of course, there's these tires and wheels, which I think came from a later time when the grade was a road. And then these were dumped here for whatever reason. We're starting to see iron sheeting. Here's a chunk of concrete. Here's what's left of an iron or steel pipe here. And here's more of it here. So here's more pieces of, it's either rusted tin or iron on the ground right here. So I would say we found the logging camp ghost town.
Yeah. But it's more full of ghosts than
Yes.
anything else.
There's more ghosts than logging camp at this point.
Yeah. Are these pilings?
Yes, this is I think it's called a bent, a group of trestle supports. One grouping is called a bent. So right here you have 4 pilings in this bent. The railroad grade, that elevation, if you project that across, will give you an idea of how tall these pilings in this bent were. And so there would have been a cross member that probably was sitting not too far above the top of this piling. And then, see, here's more. There's 3 piling here. See those? And so there's the grade. Here's the first bent. There's the second bent of 4. And then this would have kept going across this valley. Yeah, you can see more down there. They're heavily decomposed, but there's 2 more that I can see. 3, there's probably 4 right there if you look closely. And it keeps going, and then you would find more on the other side of the stream. Of course, this is all that's left of the trestle at this point. So here's more evidence of the logging camp. So you can see these chunks of concrete. I don't know what they would have been for, but they're here. So they definitely are part of the logging camp. In fact, they're all over the place. I'm standing on concrete. Let's go kind of examine this hillside over there and then maybe start hiking out.
Okay.
I was hoping to find a really good trash scatter of bottles and plates and things like that. I know it's out here somewhere. The amount of ground cover is so thick that unless you just stumbled upon it, it's almost impossible to find. It's interesting. So there's There's 3 of them. One there, and then here, and here up close.
I think they're bunk beds.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance they're bunk beds.
The way the you can't see it so much on this one.
It looks like they're 2-bed bunk beds.
Right.
Because like the way this angle iron is
Right.
facing upwards, and then there's another level down below.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say they're 2-bed bunk beds. This is just partially. This one is just partially here. Oh, there's the other side. Here's some more iron sheeting. It's part of something. You made it.
I feel like a toddler. My arms up.
Well, these are all nettles, so you don't want to touch them.
So keep my arms up, huh?
Yeah, stay in toddler mode. All right, well, that was our adventure for today. We saw a little bit of the logging camp, not much, not as much as I hoped.
It was cool to see the remnants of the trestle.
Yeah, and it was also cool to see those bed frames. Just proof that people were living out there. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, share, comment on this video, and please subscribe to this channel.